Here we are. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. Can't go here. Takes. Even protecting's not enough. Screw it, man. Ignore it. You don't like what's happening, just ignore it, bro. Taking that pawn. That's how we advance. That has to block with check, I guess, but we take it and then here. Up 2 points. Check. Rook's coming here, possibly. Good move. Can I make some kind of counter threat? Yes, I can. Check and take. Checkmate. Played these positions many a times. Kick the knight, fianchetto. Get castled and I'm 100% fine. They should castle because we got issues here. Bringing in my rook with tempo. I should get castled, I think. just like the idea of, yeah, developing with tempo. Now, is this interesting? Might be a little premature. They have to stay defending the knight unless they want their pawn structure screwed up, so... try to kick them off of the rank. Maybe just kicking that knight, asking it where it's going. Here, I guess, I get to develop the rook with tempo, or I just take it. That's also good. Just takes is also good. Where's that knight going, son? Does that knight have a future? I don't know about that knight's future, man. It seems ambiguous. I see. Here, takes, and I remove the defender. But, possibly do this or something. But, you know, they can always do some shenanigans, let's say. And, unfortunately, takes with tempo. And take the pawn. Right away, huh? Word up. Oh, okay. I screwed up. But I mean, yeah, I think I lose a piece here. I think I screwed up. My brain, I was protecting this. My silly brain. Well, now we're even in material, but they're gonna pin it. What can we do against that? Well, good luck taking the bishop at this point. Oh, they can take it with the queen, but then I take here. And so they can't take it because then they get checkmated. Boop. That's how that goes, son. Or I should have just moved here while I have the chance. It doesn't matter. I can move there later. I can move there now. Because I gotta unpin this shenanigans. I don't like the pin. Protecting each other. Mutual protection. Pawn's hanging. They can just grab it. I feel like they're watching the stream sometimes. So let's just kick around this queen while we can, huh? Or maybe I should think about where the queen is going to go when you kick it. But, you know, that would be too much thought. Keep kicking it. Just keep kicking that queen around. Probably just take here. Yeah. Dirty dog. The dirty dog. Well, what are we going to do, son? I don't trade. Oh, no, I don't. Sucks. Probably gonna trade queens. At least they've used almost half their time. But they have plenty of time still. Okay. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. 2 minutes. Alright, back. I think their position is falling apart at this point, but it's a little tricky. I can't take with the pawn because it takes and I lose my queen. Is this a thing? It's a well-fought game. Well fought. I sometimes do these arrows in the wrong order. Huh. Here and we force exchange. Should be winning in this end game. I should have taken with the rook. Not allow the king. I was worried about the king getting here. Not gonna allow that. And then develop my king somewhere. Even if I go here, I mean, this is a wall for my king. Though it opens up this square for my rook. I think they had a good thing, but, you know, they have no way to progress. It's probably a losing game for them. Lo peor. The poor Sanchez. Taking would be a bad idea, but we can win the pawn. Now the king is stuck on that side of the board. That's not good for them. I can take my time, my sweet time, position however I want. Probably the bishop should be over here. To protect both the pawns, maybe. Yep. Gonna win that pawn. Now I can also sack at some point and just have two pawns against the king. It'll be fine. They see that and they don't like it, so okay. Oh, we'll just push the pawn then, I guess. I could sack against this pawn. They can't stop me from hitting the pawn here. This is just winning. Let's just verify. Yeah. Checkmate in 16 moves. Very winning. Not many people in the chat today. Kind of quiet today, huh? Or actually, I shouldn't say today because there were people earlier. But this stream, anyway. Let's maybe go here and here. Haven't really done that. Should be okay, I guess. I think there's something. I think there's something wrong with how they're playing. There's pawns everywhere. We can forfeit their right to castle for them. Seems alright. Now I wish my knight were here. I could put the bishop there. That's okay. We'll put the bishop here. We'll castle. Maybe bring a rook here. This is kind of nice for them. I don't really care. Just get castled. They've moved nothing but pawns. Just gonna have as much development as possible. Well, I think the king moves here and all their pieces are on the original squares. That's nice. Oh, king there. Just brilliant. Brilliant move. What can I say? So possibly bishop here, and then my knights are going to spring into action and cause all kinds of pain for my opponent, for sure. Two knights coming at you can cause all kinds of headaches, though they might trade off one of them. Not a big deal. Okay. Let's go here. This is a thing. And I'm going to do it because if takes with check, and then I'm hitting the bishop here. Yep. They screwed that up. Can pre-move that. Tempo on the rook. Got this possible fork if they go here. Well, this is also not good for them. King comes to protect, but I move here with the bishop. They're losing the rook. I mean, they didn't really play an opening. You know, they just moved a bunch of pawns. They ignored all sensible opening principles. So this is what happens against a half-decent player. You know, you're gonna get demolished. Actually, this is checkmate. Almost, except for this pawn here. So, let's just get the rook out. Maybe here, here. Threaten to checkmate. Tempo on the bishop. Plus 11. Plus 11. Tempo on the bishop. Checkmate. I mean, actually, this was checkmate already. But there you go. Checkmate. See if we can get another one of those. That was nice. Where am I? Here, I have to click on this button. There I am. 38. Got a bunch of 2000s in the tournament. Oh, okay. 2240. Not a weak opponent. Botvinnik, they say, is their name. Get castled and just get some pieces developed. Can mess up their pawn structure at any moment, but this is a good move by them, probably. Just defend easily, but I think I like this. Sort of an aggressive positional move. Okay. And yeah, my bishop's okay. She's okay. Can always do this and tuck her in. Alright, so here or takes. Let's go for this one. So takes, and this pawn is rather important for the defense of the king, I think. You can maybe get a rook here. See what we can do here. Let's pin that knight. We can always take it and then bring in a piece, knight or a queen maybe. So they unpinned this pawn. That was one of their things that they did. And I like the idea of taking this and moving in some pieces here maybe. Maybe like this as well. So they move that to protect. Threatening the pawn, probably just protect it, and interesting. Maybe I'd like to get this rook over here. I feel like I'm gonna need more pieces than just this to checkmate. So would really, if there's some way I can get the rook in, that'd be nice. Here too I could get the rook in maybe. Seems a little goofy or crazy, I don't know what. So I think probably here and trades, and then here with tempo. But possibly just backing up my rook a bit here. I'm not too worried just yet about this pawn. What other ideas do we have? Oh, this is looking more attractive to me. But they go here with check, and then they take after. Takes... I mean, it's not... doesn't really change things that much, to be honest. Take. They come here with the second rook, tempo. This was all foreseen, but maybe like here, and maybe this is a strong move. They have this bishop thing going on. Bishop here, maybe. Back. Still ideas of here, though. Like, I could put the knight here. That would be funny. What it accomplishes, I don't know. You know, after this. But I think they can sort of shut things down with this rook. Also, the rook can get distracted here, and then they can just take. Bishop ain't doing not much here. Maybe, maybe I better get my bishop activated. Possibly here. Their bishop ain't doing much either. Pretty forced that I stopped the pawn. Threatening to take the pawn. That's about it. Ideas of here, maybe in some lines ideas of here, but unlikely. This is looking nice now. Or so I thought. Is this a move? Tricky position. For example, there's... No, I don't think this is the thing, because takes... Simply... That's complicated. Takes... Probably here, and I'm in trouble. We gotta watch out for this bishop coming here. Still looks kind of nice, though. It's forking. We're forking here. This is a fork. But, you know, they can go here, but takes. So, this looks like Fork Town. Fork Town. What? What? Is this a bluff? Are you bluffing me, son? That's a bluff. We're up the exchange officially. It's official. Now I probably want to get rid of this pawn, but this is also looking a little attractive. But takes, and then boom, and I'm in the house of pain. So let's just be a little conservative and take this, get rid of this. Their biggest threat here, the pawn. If I beat a 2240 player, that ain't bad. But those two bishops can wreak havoc against my rook, unfortunately. Let's keep the threats up and try to win this pawn if we can. Here is good. Takes. I should have taken the pawn first, maybe. Keep the threats up here and here. Hello, Ankit Kular. How are you doing? Now here, can they remove? Can they attack the defender? I think so. Here and then here later. Doesn't look very pleasant. Does not look pleasant. Takes. Maybe here. Do I sack the rook at some point? Or here right now, because they lose a pawn that way. But they just push it forward. Maybe we throw in this first. Almost all my stuff is on dark squares, so we can throw this in first. Yeah, we can play a game. After this is finished, if you don't mind. Okay, now it's well protected, but what are they going to do with this? Probably not a big deal to meet this. They don't need to worry, because they're just going to take... But, yeah, then we can take here now. Because of the pin on the king. And we're just going to take... And life is good, you know? Just got to worry about the light squares. And I'm pretty happy. Push this pawn up. King is stuck in a prison. Can't get outside of that side of the board. They're low on time, and it's no increment. So they are not in a happy place right now. I'm from America, but I live in Japan. And we can just waste their time here. No problem. Now we're threatening this. They resigned. Cool. You can challenge me here, or if you have chess.com, let me know. Solid W. 2240. Lately I've been beating a lot of strong players. Do you have Lichess or chess.com? I'll just analyze until you challenge me. So we're in theory here. Bishop b4. Looking good for black. So in database doesn't like this move. Castle's better, I guess. Oh, because there's some tactic. This. So what happens here? There's a tactic. Boom, boom. Takes with the bishop. Beautiful. That's a beautiful tactic. I gotta memorize that. We're gonna run into this in games. Look at this. These are all very natural moves. I don't think people will do this that often, to be honest, but you know, sometimes maybe. Y'all play? Challenge me. I'm UV's wizard. You can see my name there on Lichess, or if you're on chess.com, hold on 1 second. I'll bring up the chess.com one. Where's chess.com? This is my chess.com, Stephen Baggins. So you challenge me here, or you challenge me with UV Wizard. And anyone can challenge me, by the way. No problem. This game ends in 49 minutes. What? Okay, there we go. Yeah. Do you know how to challenge me? Let me know when you challenge me. Okay, they did this blunder here. And yes, this was... I thought a lot about this position, didn't I? But it is forking. So they should have gone here. They found themselves in a headache. But I'm pretty proud. This kind of game against a 2200 player, even though a lot of question mark moves all around, I guess, but you know, that's how it goes. So I'm not really hearing from you here. Let me I'll check the chess.com, but if I don't hear from you, I'm gonna start a new game. So yeah. I don't see anything right now. So I'm just going to go back to the tournament. But these are rapid games. I can play you at the same time. So if you challenge me, let me know. I can play both at the same time. Yep. Very frequently playing with viewers. So if not today, you can always sub, and I'm playing chess pretty much every day. So let's try to get this tactic. I think it's very unlikely we'll run into it, but anytime I learn something like that, I want to see if I can find it in a game. So we could transpose here, here, something like that. You know what? We can't transpose because the bishop has to come here for that tactic we learned. I'm allowing this. That's actually pretty bad. Should have done this first. Okay, luckily they didn't do that because there was no good square for my knight here. You know, I'd probably just go back. It's pretty ugly. It defies the sense of beauty, you see. Okay, I'm gonna maybe set up for a sacrifice here. It's always fun. It's always fun. I think messing up their pawn structure is a mistake. We're threatening this pawn and we're threatening this now. So that seems like a mistake for them. Probably here. And I probably take. And they don't have any good compensation for that. Simply move the bishop back after this and we're fine. I could come here and maybe threaten this pawn. Never mind. So I still have ideas of sacrificing here. I think the computer will say bad move. See, if I had the knight here, it'd be really good, maybe. But after the sacrifice, I don't have a lot of pieces in the area. So I don't think I'm supposed to sacrifice. And now this structurally looks nice, but I would be getting rid of one of their weaknesses. Maybe I don't care. This is an option. Let me think. Because they're probably going to trade off this knight, and I'll have a pawn here probably. I'm just going to simply threaten this pawn. Keep him a little busy with that. Possibly. Because, yeah, I think the play is... They're probably going to play on the queen side here. I don't think we're going to see any aggressive king side attacks. So, yeah. It's like I thought. But they're just giving up this... they're giving up pawns left and right, so... Could do this... Possibly runs into getting my bishop pinned, but I think I have this. Or they just take and then takes. If takes, takes doesn't really work. Huh. Well, we'll be trading a lot of pieces in that case, so I don't really care. I'll be up a pawn. No, they're frustrated and they're moving very quickly and impulsively, so. Now, I'm still only protecting this with 2, and they're threatening with 3. A little dangerous. I'm going to play it a little weird. Because I have ideas of here now that the queen is protected. But I don't think it's good. I don't think it's sound. But again, I think at most I just lose a... at most I just lose a pawn. Yeah, we're just losing a pawn. It's not a big deal. They don't have this square for the rook, so that's a good square though. Okay. Good job for them. Still, somehow I like my position. Maybe I'm delusional, but these pawns are going to get pushed up the board. And my bishop pair is very strong against the rooks. Can trade here with tempo on the bishop. Bishop moves back. And at some point we start pushing these. I think I gotta take this file. If here, well, we can go here, threaten to take this. But they win 2 pawns against it. They're kind of just keep needling me for pawns. That's not a good move. I just moved my bishop away, and now I'm protecting the square for my pawn. I'm not too worried about all this. I'm gonna be pushing my pawns forward. Maybe I should be worried about it, but playing a little tricky. There's a lot of stuff hanging, you know, but I'm stopping all of this right here, and I have my own ideas. This pawn is loose. This knight is on a stupid square. I should probably come back and protect this pawn, but then I'm pushing here. Yeah, but it's a game of chess. I don't know if my rook needs to come behind. I'd rather have the rook to be able to go here at some point, but let's just take here. Because I'm going to take this. So I guess we're even. There's probably there's had to have been something better I could have done, for sure. King's got to come up. That actually helps me because here, if I moved here, they go here with check. I don't know. Seemed a little annoying, but maybe I'm wrong. Could have just taken, but they take my pawn. And, well, I'm pretty forced to take here. So it's very... So this should be a draw, unfortunately. Let's see if they agree to a draw. Don't want to deal with this, so I stopped it, and so this is definitely technically a draw, but you know, mistakes could be made. So good distraction by the rook. Do they want to force a draw? I mean, I'm the one thinking it's a draw. But I feel like if anyone has the advantage, it's me, with these pawns a little bit further ahead. That's what I feel like, but... Oh, now they're offering a draw. Well, here we go. So... Typical game here. D4. Something to think about there. Yeah, D4 looks nice. I need to think more about D4 in these positions. Still some games with this. Anyway. We'll resume the tournament. Let's see, who's the strongest in the tournament? Got a 2200 from France. And who's the 2200 that I beat? What was their name? Forget. 2300, 2200. I feel like I played this person. I think I beat this one. Let's see. Botvinnik was in their name. Okay, Botvinnik. I want to square for my bishop, and I'm just stopping this. Which way to castle? I don't know. I feel like they're castling queenside. It's hard to say. Let's do a witty move. Let's see which way they castle. They're also trying to figure out which way I'm castling. Sending out those knights like scouts. They can always do kind of a weakening move. I'm okay with that. Now if they castle kingside, this is not weakening. Oh, they've done it on both sides. Okay. Can instantly sack if they castle. And I'm tempted here. Oh, bad move because I didn't realize the queen was also protecting. Oh, they forked it anyway. But we have this shenanigans. But they take with tempo on the queen. Let's take her. Takes, and then check. That's the problem. Bummer. But now I just take care, and it's a fair exchange, I guess. I can't let them take the queen. Just because it's check. If it weren't check, I could be doing this, but I think I gotta take the pawn back. I think they should take with the bishop, yeah. Still unclear which way we're castling. Nobody wants to make the first move, huh? I don't think they should allow that. That's a real threat, so they should just move back, probably. Maybe I will get castled, because they can't castle over here. It doesn't make any sense. I don't really mind this, eyeing this thing. They take another pawn. It's not good, actually, but... probably get castled kingside. They only have 3 minutes on the clock, so... just take a step back. Castle. Three minutes. So they were protecting this pawn. Thought of taking, but I don't really like the knight getting there. Might kick the bishop here, but this weakens this. can't really think of anything else to do. But I think it's kind of bad. I think eventually this pawn might fall. We'll see. If I had doubled rooks here, it might be a good thing. Might look to do that. I mean, there's something here. Takes, blah, blah. Takes, but then this is pinned, which is unpleasant, so I'm gonna avoid that. But now with the queen is a little tempting here. I can't resist that because we also have this. No, I kind of overlooked. They're threatening to take here because this my pawn is pinned, except that yeah, it's pinned. It is pinned. Well, we're also threatening. Oh, we're not threatening this because after takes, they have this protected. Well, it's very complicated. But we can kick the queen. Just try to kick the queen somewhere. Oh, they just take, don't they? They just, well, they take, but no, that's fine. Okay, they didn't want to do that. Actually, probably should have just taken here when I had the chance. I think I was overthinking that a little bit. But let's double up these rooks there. Let's do that. Oopsie daisies, huh? Now it's really pinned. Now I really screwed up. C5. So I only have 40 seconds, so I'm gonna kind of screw up like I just did. Try to keep pressure though. I'm gonna try to keep some pressure. Not allow them to have too much time to think. Unpinning the bishop. Losing my queen here. If they had done that. Depressing, man. Shit is depressing. Less than half a second they had left. If they'd put the bishop here, it would have been forked eventually. Now here I actually screwed up. But they didn't notice. But I've been kind of playing like it's bullet. I've got I've gained 12 seconds. I mean, they should just protect their pawn, I think. Gotta get this bishop out, so that's why I moved the knight. It's not a great situation, maybe, but we'll see how it goes. Plus, the rook is a little awkward, maybe, but we'll see. I'm threatening here. I'm gonna get the queen over there somehow, but it's the best way to do that. Here, probably. Well, if they move here, I have to protect my rook, so I have to go back, unfortunately. Yeah, well, not so great. But I think, well, they're going to trade the bishop. Otherwise, I'm threatening to take here, which is going to be not good for them. Okay, now, but they have tempo on the rook. Taking, and they take. Now this is, no, it's not that weak. Do we have something here? Let's do this if we can. I don't think it'll take. It would be dangerous city. Interesting stuff. Not taking, just chilling. So I'm actually gonna go here if they take. Pick up this after. Hitting the knight here is no problem. I think just this is very threatening. They've blocked their queen from coming in. But I mean, the king kind of escapes, but I don't think it's going to be good for them. Very weakening move. Let's poke around a bit. Here or here. Let's just see. I just want to see what they do. Back. They move back. But I think bringing the bishop in, except they have this. But it's got to be further weakening. Maybe we go here first, and then maybe this. Or did they go here? Where do we go? Takes in here, but I think having my queen here, the ideas of this, etc. is probably okay. And this is checkmate. So I screwed up. Okay, I screwed up in the end. Going for the dragon setup, basically. I think they played it weird. I think the knight is supposed to take. I don't think the bishop belongs there. Something weird about their position. Maybe it's just so I get this with tempo. I mean, I could take the pawn since like 10 days ago, so let's do that. I think that might be the problem with it. Position. That's no problem. And let's do this, and then here with tempo. I've got a nice pawn center against them. Do I get a challenge? Okay. Hold on. Somebody wants me to join their chess team. I'll take a look at it. In the meantime, let's see. Let's get these rooks on good squares, huh? Probably here and here, I'm guessing. So some tactical ideas. Takes was maybe the idea. Now here we can simply fork. Then they should be losing a piece here, I think. I think maybe here was, well, they're still losing a piece. Takes, blah, blah, blah. So whatever. Oopsie daisies. Whoopsie daisies. Yep. Those bishops, you know, sometimes they people miss them across the board there. Lord knows I've been in that situation. All right. Let's go. Let's stick to what I've been doing. Kind of a dragon setup here. Huh. Take and come here. Maybe, yeah, back it up with something. Get castled. Might be an overextension on their part. But we'll just have to see here, won't we? Let's see, what have we got? Let's maybe do this, and inducing a weakness is nice. It's a positive for us. Otherwise, I just develop my bishop with tempo and get the rooks to good squares. My pawns are possibly a little questionable, but their pawn is a little questionable as well, so I think it's okay. Isolated queen's pawn. Again, I can move my bishop with tempo. Let's do that, because they gotta stick defending this. I think maybe we can go here. This doesn't really work, does it? Because I just take it. Huh. Maybe I wanted my rooks on these two squares. Now we have here takes and this maneuver. I think that looks alright. Take it with tempo. It's sort of a fork, but I think they just defend. Now this is a nice tactic. Takes and then here, winning the queen. But it's a queen for rook and a knight, so it's not the end of the world for them. But some people just resign here. But I mean, it's good for me for sure. It's not the end of the world for them, that's all. Also messed up their pawn structure, so I'm gonna trade pieces as much as I can. Now here is maybe just a little annoying for them because the bishop is stuck defending that was stuck defending that pawn. But you know, they're falling apart here. It's falling apart for them. Probably here, because if they go in the corner, it's game over. I take the rook. GG. $21.98 Yantoni. The queen here after this, but they might. Okay, yeah, do it like this. I should probably study the Bogo Indian because it has a similar kind of thing going on. But I don't think this is normal. I'm not sure. But the more pieces I trade, the closer we get to a draw. Good for me, you know, if I draw against the 21.98 player, it's all fine and dandy. Doubling their pawns, good for me. Interesting. Are they winning a pawn somehow? I think they're winning a pawn. It's a good pawn. It's going to be nicely protected for them. Though, yeah, if I had a light squared bishop, it'd be a little different, but... Well, I might have ideas of shutting them down. I think the queen didn't belong there. I think the pawn, they want the pawn there. Can always move the queen out of the way, but it takes time. Can move it away with check as well. Not bad. Interesting. I wonder. It's a very weird position to me. This bishop is hard to remove. So to attack from here or here, it's not going to work. Stopping this very thoroughly. I'm gonna try to attack their king side somehow. Ideas here. I think they stop it maybe. Just takes. But also maybe just takes and move away, but that's pretty weakening. I win a nice pawn, so yeah, blocking. It's a little risky, but I have ideas here. I don't think it works. I think I'm hallucinating. I feel like there should maybe be a tactic, but it's hard to say. Possibly this is a strong move. I doubt it. Probably just shut things down a bit with something like this. I don't know. There's all kinds of ideas of taking here, takes. There's all kinds of ideas. Takes. Well, actually, I mean takes. There's just all kinds of ideas here. So maybe this is kind of strong-ish. Maybe they overlooked it. I don't know. I mean, we're also just straight up threatening checkmate here. Well, no. Bishop is there. But the fact that they're thinking tells me it's probably a little rough for them. But I'm thinking maybe here and then... Or do I take here first? My gut tells me here first. And they're +5, so they can afford probably just to do this. The exchange is not enough. But, yeah, and I don't have time for this. They can distract the rook. That's what it looks like. We'll give it a go. I think they distract the rook, maybe. But, you know, problem's not solved for them at that point. Still. It's always nice when a really strong player is thinking a lot. That's always This has to be good, right? Just move away or what? Why would they allow me to do all this? I mean, we are just kind of tied, I guess. Have to come back here at some point, don't I? Let's go back there first, because if I go here, queen here, and I can come back, but then they come here, and it's over. It's game over. So their idea is to get this queen here, I think. Even just getting it here might be a problem. I think they are winning in this position, probably. This is not so great. But at least it distracts a bit, possibly. But I just think here, my queen will be stuck defending. Even then, they still have this. I can't really stop it, as far as I can tell. Yeah. Maybe they saw the position earlier and realized it was waiting for them. Queen coming here, nothing I can do to stop that. I have to be really desperate. It's the only way. It's not gonna work. Let's see. Even here, they were demolishing me. Wow. They're demolishing me the whole game. I thought I had a chance, but no, it's because of their pawn and the whole getting the queen here idea. It's unstoppable. So, wow. They are good at chess, what can I say? Wow. Pretty good. Just looking at the tournaments here. Play like a King's Indian kind of setup. There's a Horde Arena, there's Atomic, Blitz, Super Blitz. Wonder which one I should do. So I'm going to protect here, stopping the knight, and I'm going to go in here. I like to stop the knight first, because eventually my queen probably might want to come here. And the knight coming in here can be annoying sometimes. Go here, but they might... I don't think it matters too much if they do here. Takes, and then here... It's probably okay. But we do want to fight for that e4 square. If you're familiar with King's Indian stuff. And we can just sit here with this tension going on. It's okay. And yeah, queen here or here. I'm a little on the fence about it. Now they might want to put their knight here. Most people don't do it. But I would be a little annoyed that my queen's here if they did that. But I have similar ideas. Unfortunately, I don't have this because it just takes. And the pin's a bit annoying. We'll go here and then we can kick the bishop. So this is an important pawn. I don't want that knight able to come in here. So we'll do this. Now, I don't think they want to trade. That would be a bad decision, but that's what they did. I might have thought a little more about taking with the bishop, but here I don't mind if it induces a weakness. Otherwise, if they don't do that, this is an idea. It's a little tricky though. I think it's okay. Just is a little tricky because of this, but you know, I can take with tempo. So it might be okay. And take with the pawn. That's very aggressive, this setup. But it's kind of how I roll with this stuff. So now if I move back, you know, they can just take the pawn here. So I think I gotta do something like this or this. Now, which way do we take? I can actually just straight up take this way. If they take this, I take here, so they gotta move their knight. Well, they're up a pawn. My king's safety is trash. So good for them. Good for them. I have the bishop pair though. I got that going for me. Probably a terrible move. They're up 2 points. It's very annoying. After all that, how did they end up up 2 points? Well, take here. Not sure that this really does anything. They don't really move these pieces. They're like, oh, these are solid. Not gonna mess with them. Trying to make them think. So that's the only explanation of why I move what I move. Just trying to make them think. I only have 10 seconds more than them. It's not a lot. Not a lot. You can always take this pawn. I should probably do this at some point. Yep. See if we can get this in. No. I'm threatening to take. Just spawn up the board, maybe. 5 seconds for them. Can go here, maybe. Potentially. Weird looking move, but I have ideas. Checks, take. Let's move here anyway. Oops. Dang. They're playing well under time pressure. Get the pawn, but they protect it, but they don't. I got a good old 23 seconds, but they made a wall. They made a wall against me. I'm losing here. Evil. They actually think about what they're doing. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. Bummer. Come on. Come on. Thinking chess, 1, 2, 3. What's with the 1, 2, 3, you know? A, B, C. Thinking chess, 1, 2, 3. Is that the thing? Is that their vibe? We can do this whole thing, I'm a bob, and then fork. But they're doing this, but it's okay. It's even material. It doesn't really matter so much in this position. Actually, it's probably bad for me. But we have this nice little file for our rook now. Could be nice. Just move that back. I don't want to trade that. But I'm going to want this, I think. Yeah, we want that. Gotta take e4, you know? If you're with the white pieces, you gotta take e4 or d4. You gotta have a stake in the center, I think. That's what they say, isn't it? That is what they say. With check. Hitting this pawn. Evil. Evil, evil, evil. But. Mess up your pawn structure, yo. Messing up that pawn structure. Hope you enjoy it. Thinking chess 1, 2, 3. So, There's probably a tactic somewhere, but I want to get this rook out. I want to defend this pawn more. Probably, maybe my queen's gonna come in here or here, and let's just do this because they might overlook me taking the pawn. Potentially. Never know. Might move here. That would be bad for them. I'd just fork their pieces. So we can come here. This is okay. Turn in the pawn. Can move the rook with tempo. It's a nice square for the rook, but I don't think we can get in there so easily. I don't like this bishop. We might want to try to dislodge it. Dislodge the bishop. Okay, it was a bad move because of this, but they're up a pawn. But I feel my position's a little better because I think their king safety is a little dubious. Their pawn structure, I mean, my pawn structure ain't so hot. But I think their pawn structure is a slightly bigger disadvantage, maybe. We'll see. See how it plays out, won't we? Knight does not belong there. Does not. Possibly we'll get the rooks on these squares. They're looking at this. I don't really. I should care more about pawns than I do. I care less about. Pawns are a little overrated. If you're talking about 1 or 2 pawns, I'll take solid initiative over pawns. But I gotta be careful, of course. It's not going too well. Cannot allow the rook here. So, it's not going well. Ideally, I'd have my queen over there or something, but always develop your king. Always attack the enemy pawns. I want 13. Nice or tricky, you gotta be careful. It's interesting. And my king gets over there and, you know, see how it plays out, won't we? Probably get my knight here, stopping everything. And I think actually that their knight should be trying to get at these pawns, maybe. Just fork and then go for it, you know. Removing the defender on the knight, but they move here with check. That's the move. But still, I should be winning these pawns, so they have to attack my pawns. If I'm not mistaken. Here they go. Interesting. Are we stuck here? Are we stuck here? It's a fake threat because I can't take. After takes. The queen. They can just take my pawn. Maybe in some world. In some variation of the multiverse, they can just take this pawn. There they go. And yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna win, I say. New opponent, 3-2. Here we go. Boom. Go for the King's Indian setup. Even Magnus Carlsen plays King's Indian setup. And we have a lot of ways we can go with this knight. Might go for this, and we want to play for e5. Very important. But I like to stop the knight from coming to these squares. And this is ripe. Queen has these options. Now there, if we can get this pawn isolated, I think it's good. We come here with tempo, or do we go there with tempo? I think maybe over here is where my knight is meant to be, you know? What is the destiny of that knight? I'll do something I've never done before here. I don't think it makes sense. Well, I mean, this is the idea. Go here. I was unpinning my pawn. And, I mean, I have a space advantage. I actually like it. I like this position. This whole thing is not good for them. Whoa. Sack. I motivated the sack. Come here. That sack is not good for them. I don't think. I have too many things going on. I have too many pieces in the area. I don't think it's good. See how it goes. Kind of like taking here. It's a little dangerous, huh? Well, I'm curious. Like, will these two pawns completely overpower this bishop? I'm just very curious about that. Well, by itself. Actually, I'm not sure. By itself, yes, actually. But the king comes in. But the rook comes in. Okay, this could go badly, actually. Let's go here. Oh, there's a lot of ways this goes very bad. Yeah, it's already a problem. It's already screwed up, honestly, but Because here, but takes, but or do I just move? No, it's all screwed up, man. It's a good learning experience. I mean, maybe the computers will be able to tell me that there was some great move I could have done. This might... Wait. Oh, I screwed up. I could have... wait, I could have taken this before. No, the queen. Very complicated, but let's see what... Might have a bit of a learning moment here. I did say I was curious about how this is going to play out. So I had something here. Yeah, it takes. I just thought that at the end. I should have just taken it. And here was a draw. Because I could block. So this is good for white. White is winning. As I sort of started to perceive there. But here was okay. Huh, move the bishop, sorry, move the bishop out of the way. Okay. Because when the bishop's here, it can get bullied with tempo. Out here, it is protecting. King comes in, and you're protecting further. And, this was winning a pawn, I think. So good to know. Good to know. All right, I think I'm gonna call it a day though. It's a bit enough. More than 2 hours stream. Thank you. Leaving a like helps, subscribing helps, all that jazz. Thank you very much, and have a good day.